course of 12 weekends, we visited the Northwest African American Museum and we learned about James Baldwin. During the time, we also got to learn and work with people from YTech who taught us how to make videos, which we then made a video talking about James Baldwin.
In this video, we asked people that know who James Baldwin was and if they can name any civil activists. Please take a look at what they said.
Do you know who James Baldwin is?
No.
No. So I know of James Baldwin as a writer.
I don't know who James Baldwin is.
I think he's a writer. What he said.
Do you know any civil rights activists?
Like Martin Luther King or Malcolm X.
I know about your, typical Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks.
As you can see, not a lot of people know who James Baldwin was. So we took them on a tour and shared with them what we learned.
I am worried about getting my work done, getting on paper, which is the best way for me, a certain record, which hopefully would be of some value to somebody someday.
James Baldwin was an author who wrote a lot of books. Baldwin wrote about tender topics, including the civil rights, his sexual orientation, his accomplishment, and what it looks like inside from the outside.
Completed in 1953, Baldwin's first novel, Go Tell It on the Mountain, was semi-autobiographical. He dealt with issues of being both black and gay in America during an oppressive time for both groups.
The civil rights movement and the country's feelings about homosexuality are reflected in Giovanni's room. Baldwin faced double the amounts of discrimination as a gay man and as an African American in a racist society.
In James Baldwin's adult life, he fled from place to place. His novel, Another Country, focuses on his journey while he was in Istanbul, one of the many places that he went in order to escape America.
By the time James was 14 years old, he started spending most of his time in libraries. In the earlier part of his life, he started out as a preacher. Little did he know, being a preacher prepared him to use language well enough to be a writer. So after he finished preaching, he started writing articles and then eventually moved on to writing novels.
What's the most intriguing thing you've learned at the James Baldwin exhibit?
Actually, James Baldwin, he's a good writer. That's what I learned from him. And he traveled all around the world, especially Turkey.
I did not know that he was openly gay, and I knew one of the books they had written, which was Native Son, but I didn't know he had written so many books, so I learned quite a bit about his life and his travels, which was really shocking.
For me, the most intriguing thing was to read about how homosexuality was more accepted in Istanbul at the time, which was surprising to me.
That James Baldwin, like a lot of his books and stuff, he was like in Istanbul for like a long time, so I thought that was kind of cool because a lot of people, especially like black people, weren't like in Istanbul, so that's kind of cool.
What do you think James Baldwin stood for and believed in?
He believed, he wrote what he felt and write it. That's what I know.
I think he was just trying to show that he was just trying to be a free man, just wanted not to be held by restraints, in my opinion. That's what I think.
I think he just believed in freedom. Like he wants to just do what he wants to do, just want to be a human being, so.
How will you share your knowledge of James Baldwin?
I will tell people that he's actually a good writer, and he's a good person that can inspire the people.
I'll tell people, and then there's like Facebook and Twitter. So I guess I could just tell people that way.
I'm gonna tell everyone. Now that I know about him, I'm gonna tell everyone and pick up some of his books so I can start reading and find out a little bit more about him.